Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM21. It's Career Mode. It's episode 136. Tour de France. Going for that points classification. Sitting in second place. We gained some ground last time, but we're running out of stages. It's stage 16. We got 5 to go. And we're not as good as Mads Pedersen, so we've got to be smart. We've got to be strategic, and we have got to get in this breakaway with Bernotas. And we've got to hope that there are some riders near the front that are out there, like say Hamadovic and a couple other guys going clear. Here is finally
an attack is launched.
The man of the hour. It's Bernotas. He's got a 0 on the race day condition, but we're gonna go pretty hard to get him out there, and let's hope a few other guys are joining. The larger the breakaway, the better, as long as that green jersey is here. Hamadovic. Okay, so this is at least 5 right here. Hamadovic, can you even do anything?
There's now more than a minute between them.
Send these 6 together. That's 10. 10 riders are going to eat up most of those points. And they've already got a 31-second advantage. Let's hope those 10 can get away, because if we can get maximum points... There's a couple other guys pushing. I don't want them to get away. 10 is a good number. What is that going to do for us? 10. 10 riders gets you down to 6 points. We can contest the others. I wouldn't mind if it got up to 15. So if there's a couple more guys going clear, as long as they're just not pulling us back, which is what... Is this the team of Mads Pedersen? No. Turgis, what's your problem? Turgis is going flat out 99 to pull this thing back. Bad form. Bad form, Turgis. Okay, Hamadovic, you're sitting up. They didn't like having 10 riders away. No, they're chasing again. They don't like having 7, 8 riders away. Hamadovic, here's what we're going to do. Open that gap. No? Okay, we tried. We tried to open a little gap right there. 8 riders clear at the moment. More the merrier. Right, we want up to 15. We just want no Mads Pedersen and Bernotas present. If we can pull that off, just about make things work here. Killinch,
the lead over the pack is dwindling. Some team managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway.
This is a very, very small break, though, and Bernotas definitely does not have the red bar, which means I think we're going to have to sit up, recover, and not let a group get away. One guy is not going to be the group.
Attack by
Bernotas still recovering. Sakaguchi, just keep things manageable for a minute while Bernotas recovers that red bar. Recover, 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 recover. And that's a big group going clear again. Green jersey is present here. That is 10 off the front at the moment. Let's go catch up to Matawas. We are going to have to sit up, though, and get some support. How's that gap doing? 9th rider made it on board. 10 riders now together. 33-second gap. And we are going to have to sit up and hope that group's not content with how things are at the moment. That's not good. Everybody and their mother is marking me. Are these guys, are any of them even in? You got Cohesion 9th, 8th, 7th, 4th. You got a bunch of guys in the classification not wanting to let Bernotas get clear. Now we're in a lot of trouble if we have to contest the intermediate, because it's going to be really hard to gain points. So what we need here real fast is we need to protect Bernotas. And then we need to keep that group close. Keep that group close. We cannot get them 2 minutes away. We need Bernotas to recover. We need him in that break. We need him in that break, but he needs energy. So at 1 minute away,
there's now more than a minute between the breakaway and the
we can't let this be the breakaway. Bernotas is recovering a little bit here with the protection. So this is enough. just enough for him to get some recovery in. Sifsy keeping things in check. Speed it up for a little bit. Holding that gap. In fact, bringing them back. This is good. Okay. Bernotas, just slight recovery here, but it's what we need. It is what we need for now. Recovery still ongoing. And we are coming back at that group. And Bernotas is going to get a second go at this. Hamadovic actually lead him out. Lead him out.
The escapees have surrendered. The pack gave them no chance.
Come on, come on, find some space. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, Sifsy. Go and sit up. Here we go. Hamadovic with the lead out. Hamadovic sit up. Bernotas attack. And here goes a group of 8.
The current pace is a bit too docile for some
now it's a group of 5.
looking to create a breakaway.
Perry, Ewan, Marte sitting up. That's good. They've been caught. We've got a group of 5. Go relay. The others don't want to work, but they're out to 46 seconds and counting. 51 seconds. Who do we have with us? I don't care about the guys that are behind me in the standings being with me. What I care about is the guy in front of the standings on whether he is with me.
By Van Baal.
Dylan Van Baal. That's somebody who would actually come and work, right? Because right now it's just myself doing all the work. Now I would imagine if we get 2 minutes out, they might actually do something. Gap's opening.
The breakaway has now got
Gap's
up for a
opening.
minute
Minute
on the
40. Minute 40. Backing off.
The pack really doesn't look interested in following the breakaway. Things have slowed right
Van Baarle,
down.
get up here. 6 riders and 2:15 ahead. And Van Baarle's working. Okay. Try to get some recovery going over that effort. It's only 2 guys working. I don't care that the others are not working. I do care if they beat me all on that sprint, though, but
Uh-oh, the gap
it
is
will be
widening. It's
contested,
now
you
more than 2
presume.
minutes.
But
The
we've done
Peloton
it.
seems content to let
We've
it
done
go.
it. We finally did it. Okay, we got in the break today. Let's set these guys all to auto. And we focus on Bernotas. Now we have 1 climb to do, and we are in terrible shape. But we have got to work. We've got to continue to contribute for this to succeed. It's okay if I don't necessarily get first, though I certainly obviously love to get first on this thing. But if we are second or third, we're going to gain. Now, we're going to have to set up everybody else in a sprint train and try to get maximum points to steal those away from Pedersen so that we actually gain something, even if it's 6 or 8 points today. That's 6 or 8 points closer. Van Baarle not really contributing much. He is only spending moments on the front. But at least it's something. And my recovery, slowly but surely, is coming along. 3:15 is the gap. I'm totally okay with a small gap. What I don't want to see happen is us get pummeled on this climb, because I am anything but recovered here. Even just 148, I'm struggling on the energy side. So let's keep the energy low. We're down to 2.5 minutes on the gap already. It's come down really fast here on this climb. And you can see back in the field, there is some fatigue. 4 minutes, not 4 minutes, 4K to the top. And Bernotas is done. Damn it. Minute ahead, 30 seconds ahead. Okay, come on. Catch up. You don't need to have anything left once you get up there. You just need to be here. There you go, sit on. Okay, so we've been caught. I sat up, Van Baarle attacked, the other guys just sat with me and they got caught. Sat up for 20 seconds and the group just stood still. So now we're going to have to contest the sprint against Mats Pedersen.
Some teams
We've got
can't be
10K to
happy with the
go.
breakaway.
We're still just in
Only a
recovery
few
mode.
riders are capable of following the
Sakaguchi
very
went back
fast
to
pace
get
up
water
front.
for Bernotas and ended up getting dropped. That's awesome. 7K. Okay. That's the nearest teammate. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. We spent so much time, so much energy getting into that break, and then couldn't handle the climb because we spent all that time, all that energy, and then we catch up to the group only to have the group stomp on the brakes the moment we try to recover for a split second. And now we find ourselves 4K away, and Pedersen's probably going to go take second place in this sprint. And we're probably going to get 5th or 6th and lose a bunch of ground. And then I still have no teammates anywhere near in support. They are way too far back, which means we are going to have to go solo on this thing. In fact, here's the idea. Here's the idea.
Is not to everybody's liking. The
Attack
Peloton has
now.
significantly
Attack
increased
now.
its speed.
Get out in front of this thing. Open that gap a little bit. See, they're coming at me. They're coming at me, but they're coming at me a little bit late. Coming at me a little bit late. It's Vermeulen. It's Alex. But we're ahead of Pedersen. We're ahead of Pedersen. By 2. By 2. So we were 2 spots ahead of Pedersen. We caught him out. We caught him out. He was not up there. He was not there yet. We gained a little bit of ground. 13 for us. Pedersen, 10. We gained 3 effing points. All right, stage 17. Here we go again. It's all climbers away at the moment, and you can see they're already up the road. They would have a huge gap if not for Sifsi. Bernotas, yet again, for all but a couple stages in this race, started in literally last at the very, 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 very back of the peloton. So I'm going to take not 1 but 2 riders to go clear today because we desperately need to open up a gap, and if there's going to be other sprinters with me, I have got to be able to ride. And you can see Marte is covering us off, and that part has failed miserably, but let's back off and see if Bernotas, who is suddenly the interest of every single team with somebody in the top 10
The pack is slowly whittling away the lead
of this points classification. Every single one of them is interested in, as Killinch will keep it in check while Bernotas recovers here, and then we'll try again. That's all we can do. All we can do. And this is the silly part. It is so hard to get somebody in. Well, not somebody. It's so hard to get literally just us, not anybody else. But it's hard to get into the breakaway when they don't want me to be in the breakaway. Only one team should care, right? Those guys in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. They're not in reach. They're not going to win the points classification. A couple stages ago, it was Mads Pedersen who was... We're not going to catch him like that. We need to recover still.
The peloton is
Slowly
slowed
get
right
up
down.
here
The
behind
teammates of those in
Killinch.
the breakaway are not going
I
to
need
make
somebody
an
else
effort.
up here.
It's up to the other teams to get their
Markovich, get up
fingers
here.
out.
Come on. Killinch is done, but he's still at the front, still keeping it in check. It's only 35 seconds. We need Markovich up here, and then we will get the 2 of them to attack together because Bernotas is tired, but this time nobody cares. Pedersen gets in the break and they all sit up. That wasn't a chase. That was a group that sat up and came back to the field. We could have gotten away. We could have gotten away, but Pedersen would have been there with us. So if he's in the break, they're happy. If I'm in the break, oh hell no is how they react.
There's now more than a minute between
Okay.
the breakaway and the pack.
That gap is opening too.
Here she goes into the attack.
That's 12 riders away, which means we're not going to gain anything. Sifsy. Okay, looks like we're going to catch one rider from the break. That's going to cut it down to 11. That leaves us a little bit. Sifsy has made it back on board. Bernotas not recovered enough to do something here. I want to maybe attack over the top of the climb. This Cat 3, I think that might be the thing to do. So what do we need? We need offer protection so we can recover a little bit faster. Little category 3 climb. 3 minutes 15 seconds, but if we could pass those 3 guys, we're looking at 8. So we could finish as high as 9th in the classification if we can attack just before the top of the Cat 3 and then ride hard on the descent. I need to have maybe 2 guys go clear. So Bernotas and maybe Iskov. Iskov's good on the downhill, so he sits 66th. He's not going to be a threat. And we're already catching up to a couple of those guys. And Bernotas has recovered a little bit. 3K to go to the top. 2K to go to the top. Okay, so here's what we do.
Here she goes into the attack.
Can we maybe catch him out again or get far enough ahead here? Pressure on. Finish a few spots above him anyway.
Mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed.
Let's get one more rider.
An attack is launched. We're halfway to the finish line. The team leaders should be coming more and more to the fore.
Sifsy, block him, block him. Yeah! Dirty move, dirty move. But we finished 2 spots above. We finished 2 spots above Pedersen that time. Gap is down to 16 now. We got 3 points. Pedersen got 1. 2 points closer. Inching our way. But seriously, why is it that when Pedersen went on the attack, no one cared? Nobody cared. When we went on the attack, 10 teams are like, oh hell no, you can't get points. They are making this task impossible for us, but we are giving ourselves a chance. We've got 18, 19, and 20 before we get to the Champs-Élysées. None of those are sprint stages, so we have 3 more intermediate sprints as our only remaining chances to get anything out of this points classification. And we pick up with stage 18. Bardet was just involved in a crash a moment ago. This stage was impossible to get into the breakaway for 2 simple reasons. Bernotas, yet again, for all but like 2 stages, started dead last at the very, very, very back of the peloton. Second reason, it started right away into a category 2 climb. The significance of the climb, coupled with coming from literally the very back, we got nowhere near the front. Bardet withdrawn from the race. We got nowhere near the front of the peloton until we hit the peak, and then had 0 energy. And by that point, the 8-man breakaway already had a 3-minute gap on us. So now that same 8-man breakaway has a 2.5-minute advantage. We are now battling it out for 9th place. Green jersey's here. Bernotas is here. Bernotas is tired with 6.5K to go, but should be in position to contest. Sakaguchi, go ahead. Sakaguchi's going to have to do the lead out this time, and Iskov and Markovic are going to have to help him out. 4.5K to go. We'll get a little bit of protection in here. Bernotas getting a little recovery. That'll set him up. 4K to go, and I think it's time. I'm going to 2.3K attacking now. That's Iskov, not much of a sprinter, but Sakaguchi going hard, and now Bernotas. Come on, hold out, hold out, hold out. Okay, 1 spot ahead of him today. We have no energy left, but we do finish a single spot ahead. So we will gain, what, 1 point, 2 points? I'm guessing 1 point from that far. We are 15. Yeah, 15 points behind now. And the gap behind is not insurmountable either, but it's definitely bigger that direction than it is this direction. And we're down to just 3 stages remaining. And here is that profile. So we have a sprint on 43, at 43 kilometers. And with only 1 climb doing before it, there's a good chance that we'll still be around and can contest that. But that is a big climb, 16 kilometers. Not going to be easy for the sprinters to get through that. I would love to see 2 things happen. I'd love to see 2 things happen. 1, I'd love to see us be near the front and actually be able to attack and get into the break. 2, I'd love to see that break have the gap grow significantly in the first half of the climb. And then 3, we destroy the peloton with our best climbers on the second half of the climb, closing that gap down a bit, pulling 6 out of 8 minutes back, let's say, and in doing so, dropping the green jersey, allowing for Bernotas to go off and pull maximum points, 20, while Pedersen gains 0. Not going to happen, but, here's to hoping. Stage 20. Interesting profile. It's only 110 kilometers. I think we have to go kind of sprint team train, like right from the beginning, 27 kilometers with descent, and push straight into that to make that happen. And then the Champs-Élysées, where you have 50 points at the finish. That is a lot of points. There's a difference of 50 to 30 from first to second. I think whoever finishes ahead on that stage, I think we're going to close that gap a little bit further over those next 2 stages. But I think we're still going to be behind 10 points maybe. Whoever finishes ahead has a good chance. But we're talking about 20 and 10, the gap between first, second, and third. Meaning that would be enough. But third to fourth, 2018, you're only gaining 2 points. Contest the intermediate, gain 2 points. That's not enough if we're still down by 10. That would be like gaining 4. So it's definitely going against us here, but give it a shot. Give it a shot. That's all we could do, right? That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.